This video presents some, but not all, of the course policies and things you should know when taking this course. Now, for the most part, course policies are consistent among all the courses I teach, so if you've taken a course from me before, you've probably heard all of this before. Now, the information I'll convey here will basically be the answers to questions that students have asked me in the past. 1. How are online courses different? Many students enroll for the first time in online courses because someone told them that they are easier or that they require less effort. But if you talk to a student who's actually taken an online course, they will tell you that online courses actually require more work, not less. You have to be responsible for your schedule, track changes that occur in Blackboard, study more, diligently log on every day, and at times study under very isolated conditions. And since you don't have the luxury of a formal lecture environment, you have to read the book. The college also requires that you be computer literate and meet certain technical skill requirements. And TCC has established these technical skill requirements that you must meet. Through my evaluation of your work during the first few days of class, I will determine whether or not you meet those technical skill requirements. And if you cannot meet the technical skill requirements, then I will recommend that you drop the course. Now, while qualitative courses are more adaptable to the online environment, quantitative courses can be more challenging. And if you do not have the required technical skill set, you will encounter difficulties. Another question, how are the courses designed and aligned? My online courses and my traditional classroom courses, are designed utilizing the best practices recommended by Quality Matters. And Quality Matters is an organization that audits online courses to ensure quality in course design. And the courses are aligned based upon the learning objectives set forth by the Virginia Community College system. They flow in a certain way to ensure that you maximize your success. If you fail to follow the course mapping and decide that you're going to skip around in Blackboard, work through the course material in a different order, or only do graded assignments, you'll find that this course will be much harder than it should be. I have little tolerance for those who experience hardships in the course because they took shortcuts. Until you understand how this course works, I would not recommend that you develop your own study plan. Do you enforce prerequisites? Well, some of the courses I teach do have prerequisites, and the purpose of requiring prerequisites and co-requisite courses is to develop the student's foundation that will yield a success in the higher level course. Now, I will not waive prerequisite courses and co-requisite courses. Any students who have not taken those courses will be asked to withdraw from the class. Many professors do not enforce these course requirements. I've decided that it is best for my students that I do. Some students who do not have the prerequisite courses end up under a great deal more stress and risk failure when compared to the students that do have the required foundation. Do I have to read the syllabus, and what do you consider course participation? Absolutely, yes, you have to read the syllabus. There is information in the syllabus that could be different from what you have seen in other syllabi. For instance, if you do not log into my course for 7 consecutive days, I'll notify you that we should discuss whether or not you should continue in the course. I cannot work with students who are not participating. TCC requires that you log into online courses at a minimum of every other day. You cannot expect to do well in this course if you're participating less than that. Another question, do you accept late assignments, accommodation requests, and how do you handle emergencies? Well, there are no provisions in this course for late assignments. This course is designed so that your homework and test are always due on Sunday night. Now, you have homework that is due every week except during test weeks. Now, there may be some other assignments that are due at other times, but all due dates are populated in the course calendar in Blackboard, so you should check that calendar regularly. Now, at times during the course, you may have emergencies, family issues, and personal challenges that impact your ability to turn in assignments on time, and I'm happy to consider your circumstances at the time they are occurring under 2 conditions. 1, you must advise me of the circumstances at the time they are occurring. I do not accommodate students retroactively. That means that if you miss assignments and tell me after the fact that you were suffering a hardship or had an emergency, I cannot help you with the assignments that you've already missed. And 2, once we agree upon a date by which you have to turn in your late assignments, you must turn in your late assignments by that date, And if you do not submit your work by that date, you will not continue to be accommodated on those assignments. So if you have an accommodation request under ADA, you need to turn that request in to me as soon as possible. ADA accommodations do not apply retroactively, so be prepared to submit your documentation regarding your accommodation or your emergency or your personal challenge at the time that it is going on. Now, in this course, all assignments are required, and your final grade will be a failing grade until all the assignments are turned in. Now, even if they are late, they are still required for successful completion of the course. On Monday mornings, zeros will be entered into the grade book for any students who have not submitted their weekly assignments. If you wish to turn in an assignment after the due date, you'll also need to send me an email and follow up to let me know that you've turned in a late assignment. I cannot see a late submission in Blackboard. Now, if you're taking a financial class from me, what kind of financial calculator do I need? The Texas Instrument BA2 Plus Business Analyst is the financial calculator that I use in all my courses. You are welcome to use other calculators, but if you encounter a problem, you will need to refer to the manufacturer's product manual to work through the calculations. For those students who are using the BA2 Plus, I'll be happy to help you learn how to use it. Now, the videos that are provided in the course are specifically oriented toward the BA2 Plus. There are a couple of sites that you might find helpful, and I will provide those resources to you, and those resources will also help you with other financial calculators as well as Excel. And again, those resources will be listed in your syllabus and on Blackboard. Are the chapter checklists required? Yes and no. Each chapter in the course starts off with a chapter checklist, and you should work through the checklist, and if you encounter any issues with anything covered in the checklist, you should seek further assistance prior to taking the quiz. Now, if you come to the on-campus work sessions, which are optional, but you come in and you're requesting help on a certain set of problems, I will ask to see your chapter checklist to make sure that you have done all the required work up to that point. But do not wait until test time to attempt to learn the material. So work through your checklist. Make sure you bring them to office visits and to the on-campus work sessions, and make sure that you do not wait until test time to try to learn the material. Another question, what do I need to know about the test? Each test is timed. They are timed because if you were taking this course in a traditional classroom setting, you would be limited to 3 hours to take the test. So to maintain a similar standard in the online courses, the tests are timed. Now, in most cases, the test will be 50 multiple choice questions. You should study and prepare for these tests as you would a seated course. You should not have to look up every question, the answer to every question. And if you attempt to take the test in that way, it's quite possible and highly likely that you will run out of time. And one of my favorite questions, how should I use technology? Finally, let's talk about technology. Technology is a great tool for keeping current, communicating with your friends, sending one-sentence emails, and watching some of the videos, but your homework assignments and course emails should be drafted on a computer. There will be written assignments in this course, and I do not expect to receive answers to homework that are drafted on Androids, Blackberries, and other portable devices. You should make sure that you read the information relating to the written work that is provided in the syllabus. I do not read assignments or emails beyond the 5th error. Now that you're in college, your writing should reflect that level of achievement. I recommend that if proofreading is a challenge for you, save your emails and your assignments as drafts and review them later so you catch your errors. You can also make use of the college's writing lab for assistance. I will not respond to emails that are written in text jargon. For example, abbreviations such as BTW for by the way, or AOTA for about, other than, above. The use of the letters R and U rather than the words are you. And that level of writing is not appropriate in formal academic communications. So in summary, remember the following things in taking this course. 1, online courses require more work, not less. They are not easier, and when you take an online course, you should be prepared to log in every day and manage your time effectively. 2, follow along with the course like it is designed to function. Do not take shortcuts or skip assignments, even if they are not graded. 3, take this course only after you have taken the required prerequisites. 4, there are no provisions for late assignments. If you have an emergency or a personal challenge that will delay the submission of your work, let me know what is going on immediately. I cannot accommodate your request retroactively. 5, buy a financial calculator, preferably a BA2+. 6, study for your test. And 7, use technology responsibly and in a way that reflects your college level of writing. So if you have any questions regarding this video or have additional questions, send an email to the instructor at the email address on the syllabus. Thank you.